I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to be only handsome in my 20s and 30s. I'm trying to be handsome up until I have no choice but to surrender to old age. Think of George Clooney, Shamar Moore. These are two people past the age of 50 who still look like they can pull women in their 20s. Now, with all things in life, genetics do play a factor in terms of how fast we age. But here are some things that we can start implementing right now in order to age more gracefully. Starting off physically with our skin. Over the past few years of being on social media, I came across a few skincare accounts and where I see this person has really good skin, and for the most part, they're actually a lot older than what they look. And what I came across is that people who have really good skin for a long period of time, I'm not talking just in their 20s, but in their 40s, 50s, they've always had a consistent skincare routine for at least 10 plus years. Now, the world of skincare is actually a deep rabbit hole that I'm not sure if you guys want to get fully into, but in terms of anti-aging, it's actually very simple. You only really need just a few things in an anti-aging skincare routine. Number one is going to be cleansing. You'll be surprised on actually how many guys never cleanse their skin. They actually just take a rag, just wipe their face off, or maybe even just take their body wash soap and cleanse their face that way. Now, don't get me wrong, this is better than nothing, but still, there are much better and more effective ways to cleanse your skin. All you really have to do is just get a simple cleanser that works well, that is meant for the face, so it's a little bit more sensitive and not as harsh, and then use that on a consistent basis. Up next is exfoliation. So exfoliation is what removes the dead layer of skin cells on our skin. There's two ways you can exfoliate, through a physical scrub or through a chemical exfoliant. I prefer to do both within my routine, but I would say I do more chemical exfoliants with alpha hydroxy acids, beta hydroxyacids, retinol, and things like that. Up next is moisturizing. The reason why moisturizing your skin is so important for anti-aging is the fact that if you look at older people's skin where it's a lot of wrinkles, a lot of cracks, you'll notice one common trend. It's the fact that it's just severely dry. So actually just keeping your face and your skin moisturized over a long-term basis can actually make it look more healthy and give it that glow, youthful appearance. Now, these two things are perhaps the most important things when it comes to anti-aging and skincare. Number one is going to be SPF. You need to wear SPF literally every single day if you want to make your face and skin look as young as possible for as long as possible. And I'm not only talking about white people, I'm talking about my melanated brethren too. If you have any sort of skin, you need to be wearing some SPF. Me personally, I wear SPF every single day for the past 4 years, and I can honestly say that whenever I'm in my 30s, 40s, I can't wait for guys to say, man, how old are you? You look so good. But the truth is, I'm actually a lot older than what they think I am, and a lot of that is based upon the fact that I wore SPF. If you guys didn't know, the sun is one of the worst things to actually age the skin. Too much sun exposure can cause sunspots, wrinkles, and just overall bad skin damage that is sometimes irreversible. So be sure to wear at least 40 SPF on a daily basis. Now, the last thing is retinol. Guys, if you're not wearing retinol, you are doing yourself a huge disservice when it comes to anti-aging in the skin. Retinol has been researched and scientifically studied to be one of the best anti-aging skin ingredients on the market. Think of it like creatine in the fitness world. Creatine is highly researched. Everybody knows that once you start taking creatine, more than likely you're gonna be more explosive, more than likely you're gonna be stronger. Retinol is the creatine of skincare. Once you start using retinol on a consistent basis, you will start to see your skin improve almost instantaneously. And people will actually start to wonder, how is this guy still looking so young in his 30s, 40s, and even 50s? Mostly women have been on hip to retinol, but you guys actually need to get on it too. And that's why I'm excited about today's sponsor, Teach Hanley. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you already know that Teach Hanley makes skincare so simple and easy to do for men just like you and me by providing the everyday essentials to a great skincare routine. Well, if you didn't know, they have other products too, and one of them they just dropped, which is the retinol stick. This amazing anti-aging product is packed with top-notch ingredients like hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and retinol. It's designed to smooth out those fine lines and wrinkles, firm up your skin, and boost collagen production, all while keeping your skin hydrated. Yes, there are other retinol products on the market, but as usual, Teach Hanley decided to innovate by creating theirs in a stick format, which glides on effortlessly and creates an invisible barrier to lock in the much needed benefits of the product. Now, to celebrate the launch of this product, they're giving away an extra special deal to get started. When you use my link in the description of the video to get your retinol stick, they're actually going to throw in a free skincare system. That's a $33 value, and they're giving it away to you for free. When you claim this offer, you'll become a Teach Hanley member, which comes with a ton of perks, including 20% off the retail price, access to exclusive monthly deals, flexibility to pause or cancel your membership anytime, and also free US shipping. So if you're ready to take your skincare to the next level, enjoying smoother, firmer, and more youthful looking skin, then this retinol stick is unbeatable. Don't miss out, click the link down below in my description to get started today. Now, when I was creating this video, I was actually looking at guys who didn't age gracefully, and I was trying to figure out the common trends amongst the people who did versus who didn't. Now, one common trend alongside with skin that I've realized that most guys have that age very, very bad, it's the fact that they were just balding or losing their hair. Now, if you are thinning or losing your hair, it is much better to just shave yourself bald or to the least get a hair transplant. Because whenever you're walking around with that male pattern baldness sort of look or just thinning, wiry hair, that will actually make you look less attractive and older than what you intended it to be. But for my guys who are not at that point yet, the best thing you can do is actually just be preventative and proactive towards hair loss and balding. I've actually made a whole video on my hair loss prevention routine, so be sure to watch that video next. But just to give you a quick rundown, here's what you should do. If you're worried about balding, definitely be sure to start using minoxidil foam on a daily basis. For me, I was putting it on my hairline every morning and every night. And fun fact, I even used it to grow this beard of mine a long time ago. Alongside with that, you can use different shampoos and oils to actually prevent and be proactive against hair loss and thinning. But just like with anything, as I said at the start of this video, genetics may not be on your side, and for that reason, you may at one point either have to go bald or just invest in that hair transplant. But just do understand that hair and having a full thick head of hair can make you look a lot more younger than what you actually are. And let's say you do have a thick full head of hair and it's starting to get a lot more gray. I believe that salt and pepper sort of look, so you're dyeing your hair just a little bit, keeping some grays there, is actually very, very attractive to a vast majority of women. They call it being a silver fox. And me personally, whenever I start to have grays in my hair, hopefully I can be classified as a silver fox sort of man, because that's where you want to be at, where you're still attractive, yet still showing signs of aging. Now, this wouldn't be an anti-aging video if I wasn't to mention diet. Diet is very, very important when it comes to overall feeling good, but also looking good over a long period of time. And here's what you want to remember. Any bad habit that makes you lose health will inevitably age you. So with that being said, make sure that you're drinking a lot of water every single day. Me personally, I've been drinking near at least half a gallon a day, like bare minimum. But what I usually aim for is around a gallon a day. I make sure that my diet is filled with healthy fats, omega-3, 6s, fish oil, salmon, fats, just overall healthy fats in general. I personally don't like to avoid fats in my diet because that will actually make your skin look more attractive in the long run. And also you want to avoid fried foods, a lot of sugar, things like that will actually make your skin look less and less attractive, because once again, these are bad habits that make you unattractive, so that will also directly age you. Now, I believe everything should be done in moderation. I'm not obsessing over the fact that I want to look attractive when I'm 40s or in my 50s, when I actually may not even live to be that long. Hopefully I do, but you know, the world is unpredictable. So I do make sure to actually enjoy my life and do everything in moderation, right? That includes alcohol too. Excessive alcohol consumption will actually age you very, very fast. The same with excessive smoking. But here's the thing, everything should be done in moderation. I'm not saying that you can't have a fun night out once every few months or so, but if you're drinking every single weekend, if you find yourself with a drink in your hand or smoking every single day for the next 20 years, I guarantee you, not only on the outside are you gonna physically age, but also internally, your organs are gonna age too, and thus not only aging you, but also probably making you die faster. That was a bit dark, but it's the truth. Within anti-aging, we also have to talk about stress and sleep. Have you guys seen what a president looks like after he does about 2 terms or even 1 term in some cases? They look totally different. And this is actually a big phenomenon in terms of the aging process and how it's correlated with stress. Whenever you have a high degree of stress on you and you're not really effectively able to manage it, or maybe you just have a really high burden sort of life, you're gonna age a lot faster than if you were more relaxed, relaxing and more mindful and maybe meditated more and just overall had less stress in your life. Now, some of the things we actually can't control, but what everybody can control is the degree of how much stress affects their life. As a man, you're always gonna have stressors in your life. You're not doing anything great if you don't. And a lot of a man's success is actually due in part to how much stress they can handle. So as I said before, some things you can do is to actually just meditate more. You don't actually have to sit there for 10 minutes, close your eyes and just focus on your breathing, though that is a great form of meditation. Meditation could simply mean walking and enjoying nature with no sort of external things distracting you, such as music or even YouTube videos. Meditation could also mean just sitting down and reading a book, learning, because it helps take your mind off stuff and all your focus is directed to a singular task. Now, alongside with managing your stress, as I said before, you must also manage your sleep. I actually bought this Oura ring on my finger just a few months ago, and this has been a great investment on my end because I'm actually able to see how much sleep do I need in order to perform well and feel my best. And I came to the conclusion that I've actually performed the best on around 8 hours of sleep. Now, this is helpful because before that, I've always thought that I could get away between like 5 to 7 hours of sleep. But the truth is, I never function as my best self if I don't have minimum 8 hours. Now, if I go beyond 9 or 10 hours, that's like just way too much. And that starts having more negative effects than positive ones. But I say this to say, make sure every single night, especially as you get older, that you're managing your sleep cycle and just overall prioritizing sleep and also less stress. So guys, do all these things and I promise you, you're gonna age a lot more gracefully than anybody else out there. Don't forget to check out the Retinol Stick by T. Chanley. Once again, this is the best thing that you can absolutely do for your skin over a long period of time. I'm gonna leave a link down below and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.